Hello, family, and welcome to of networking series today. I hope you have an amazing time, and I hope you're having a good time. If it is your first time coming to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, and I would love to connect with you. My name is Linda Onemefer, and I am your go-to-get networking strategist. I help shy youngsters be bold enough to connect with anyone, regardless of their personality type, to access dimensions of results. And we are building confident global champions, where we help these young leaders, emerging young leaders, to emerge with high, good self-esteem, be able to build strategic relationships that will help them thrive in this interconnected world. Are you ready for today's series? I'm super excited. This is a particular attribute that have dealt with a lot of relationships. People have used this word "see finish" to be able to cut off a relationship that could have multiplied the result, because a lot of things happen on the inside, and then a lot of relationships have been trivialized. Some have been commonized because of this "see finish," and we are bringing to your doorsteps because we love you and we want you to maximize relationship this year and beyond, to be able to multiply your results and be who you are meant to be, and work with the people you are sent for your journey in order to fulfill and deploy purpose. All right, so that is why we are bringing the series to you, to help you be able to be the best you could be each and every time and anytime you actually approach people or have a conversation with people. Are you ready? So, what are the ways you can actually deal with this "see finish"? Some persons, because they thought they have actually seen someone finish, and some persons are feeling like they don't want to encounter this "see finish." Truth is that, this "see finish" thing is bound to happen. But what I want you to do today from this series is to focus on what you can control. So how you can be able to deal it is how you can be able to control the "see finish." It's a rule in people management if you really want to keep up the value of people around you and also maintain that particular relationship. All right? So let's focus on how you can control, what you can control in the aspect of "see finish." Don't forget, "see finish" is bound to happen. So I'm teaching you 5 strategic ways you can actually curtail the "see finish" in your doorsteps. Regardless of your value, people talk to you anyhow, or maybe they think they don't appreciate your values anymore. This video is for you. So the first one is that you are always available, always in quotes, always available. Truth is, why people are available is because they don't have a set goal. They don't have a set goal. It's just like a lady that is jobless will keep nagging and be pinpointing facts that the man doesn't call her all the time because she ain't doing nothing. She's always available to be able to find those faults. So if she has a responsibility which a job is going to help her build, if she has something that she's responsible for, of course, all those petty things will not be an issue and will not cause the fact for her to keep complaining and nagging about everything. And so before you know it, you begin to dishonor the person, and then you get all overboard about it, and then the relationship begin to diminish for one day at a time. So one thing you want to do is to not always be available, and one thing that will help you not to be available is to go and get a job. Go get something doing. If you are not getting the job, if it is not forthcoming, go and volunteer for companies that will need your services. Or if you are yet to build one, go and volunteer so you can be able to learn a skill and learn on the job. Life has given us the opportunity to learn on the job. So go ahead, find something to do. Keep your mind busy in deploying your purpose in the service of what you need to do to be able to become the best version of yourself. And then that way you can now be able to structure when to be available for things, and then be able to reduce distractions as well. So the second way you can be able to control this "see finish" syndrome is actually to not be easily accessible. See, truth is, let me give you an instance. Something you buy with $100 and something you buy with $5 is not going to be given much attention at the same rate. Truth is that many persons, you may want to borrow persons with the one of $5, but you wouldn't want anyone to come close to the one of $100. Why? Because of the high perceived value, and you want people to actually maintain that. So when people do not know the difference between interest and commitment, and that is why a price tag is always tagged to something that is highly valuable, so that people will find the reason to actually commit to it, because that is how we human beings are wired. So there is a difference between interest and commitment. Interest is doing it when you like it, when you feel like it, but commitment is doing it beyond your interest and doing it even when you don't like it. So you need to be able to understand that people always being easily accessible to you is encouraging see finish syndrome. Have a set of policy, set your standards that is going to help you become a better woman. It's going to help you build a level of discipline that will culture you into becoming the kind of person you want to be and the kind of success you want to amass in this world. All right, so do not always be easily accessible. When you give people access freely like that, over time, when you train them that way, of course they are going to see you finish. Amazing. So the third one is your lack of dynamic values. You know why you need to get a job, so that you can be able to improve yourself. You see, personal improvement and personal development or investment is something you can never joke in your life with. Never you joke with that. So why people are going to see you finish is because every day you are the same person. So they don't expect to see every other thing. So they have seen it all, because you are not bringing anything different from what you have brought the last time. So, and what is going to help you bring something different from what you brought the last time is actually your personal improvement. So what is that you know today that you have already shared, that you need to even explore more in order to share more and make people keep coming to you and would want to actually be with you? Because one of the basic needs of human being is the need for varieties. We don't like to be doing boring things. It's so boring to do the same thing the same way all the time. It's so very boring, and it encourages that see finish. You don't want that see finish to actually happen, right? So all you need to do is to actually keep upgrading yourself. That people will not be able to meet you the same way they met you just yesterday or even some few hours ago. That's possible because you took your personal development seriously. I am not the same Linda you met yesterday. Of course, you are not going to meet that same Linda tomorrow, because I am a student for life and I am bound to actually improve myself anytime. That is why every day I show up on your screen here, it's a different ball game altogether, because I invest so much in myself. I improve myself unapologetically, and that is what you should also learn in order to suppress syphilis. So what are those dynamic values you are bringing to the table? Is it every day I should be listening to the same old story? So what is the news? What is the update? It's because you are not upgrading. That's why you don't have any other updates. That's why there is no other news and it's no longer interesting. So we have seen you finish. So it's better you go ahead to go and develop yourself. If it demands that you need to pay a cost high, you are a great human being and great people, and as a great person, greatness carries a cost, which you have to pay the price if you want to attain the price. So of course, go and pay the price that you need to pay in order to improve yourself, because at the end of the day, the result is going to be multiplied. What you are going to gain out of improving yourself is enormous. I'm telling you this based on experience as well. And we keep growing and we keep becoming better and we keep attracting bigger things because we are growing, right? So never you trivialize the aspect of self-improvement. I want to especially appreciate my friend here, Nikki Florida. I appreciate, it's been a while, it's been ages. Amazing. Let me know where you're connecting from right now. And I hope you are getting value from the series. So the fourth is your environment. Sometimes you have already dominated that environment. Sometimes people feel bad that their opinions no longer count in a certain kind of environment. Sometimes you need to pay attention to maybe the work you are meant to do there is done. You need to move to the next level of environment that is going to appreciate those values. Of course, you need to move from those level of environment and find your audience that is going to appreciate those values that you are bringing. Probably the people that you are with, by your level of growth, is streamlining those associations, and you need to be able to move in a certain kind of environment to be able to explore that particular value. So your environment is very, very important. Environment is where you meet people. It is the kind of environment. I think I'm going to talk about the levels of environment that we have. Many people do not know, and how to explore them. That is going to happen in the series subsequently. But for now, let's focus on the fact that your environment, when you feel that your word doesn't count anymore, probably it means that it's either you're not upgrading yourself. But if you are upgrading yourself by level of self-improvement, the next thing you should think about is to leave that environment, because your time there is up. Yes, your time there is up. The level of value you have grown into does not suit that particular environment. So get out of that environment and find where your value is appreciated, and find where those value will actually impact lives. All right, so that's very critical, because that see finish is real. All right, it's real. It happens to everybody. That is why a prophet is not trusted in his own land. Although he is respected, but he's not trusted. I mean, a prophet is not respected in his own land, although he is trusted. That's the rather, right? So that see finish is everywhere. It's written in the Bible. So I'm sharing with you how you can be able to curtail them and focus on what you can control. You can control over it, so that you can be able to have a balanced lifestyle while you are growing and amassing progressive success. All right, so another thing, the last but not the least for the series, you should do to be able to curtail see finish is to go get results. And if you are not acting on anything, there is no way. Results don't fall from anywhere. It doesn't. That time that Jesus Christ threw manna from heaven is not going to happen again. So your result is based on what you do. For instance, you went to school, right? So if there was no assessment, there will be no results. It's a system. It's a system that works. At the end of the day, you have an evidence to show that you have gone through this and you have actually learned something, or you have actually done something. So for you to be able to have that result, you have to do a series of things, whether you like it or not. It takes a level of discipline to be able to do that. And one of the things that helps you to be able to maintain that discipline is what I call relationship. See, never you joke with relationship, never you joke with connection. That is why some business personnel are struggling with converting their leads, because they lack the connection that will enhance customer experience in order to drive conversion of those sales. So what am I trying to say? You need to curtail the see finish to be able to have balanced lifestyle and also maintain your values, as well as you grow your relationships as well. People are the most fundamental entity in life. Whatever you are doing in life without people does not work. Companies work because people are working the system. As a matter of fact, men are system. So if you want to get result, it needs to begin with you training yourself and attracting the level of relationship that you need to be able to grow them and multiply them. Because one can chase 1,000, but two chase 10,000. Put 10,000 to flight. It's in your Bible. If it is not, kindly check your Google and ask your Google. Okay, amazing. I hope you were able to get one or two. Let me know in the comment section what you are taking away. And I also want to let you know that we are building Confidence Global Champions, and one of the channels that qualifies you to become one of us is actually to go through the Networking Challenge Pro Max. And the greatest news today is that we have other 3 industry experts that will be coming in the Networking Edge conference to be able to buttress the aspect of how you can be able to use networking to be a step ahead of your contemporaries. And it's starting tonight by 7:30 p.m. I want to see you on the inside if you want to take your dreams to the next level. And remember, as I always say, that your big goals need bigger circles, and your money is not in the bank, it is in the community. So you know how best to be able to position yourself to be able to attract the opportunities that people carry to access dimensions of results. If you are ready to do this, check the comment section for for the details of how you can be able to participate in this. But if you have any other question, you can put it down here on the comment section. If it is confidential, of course, click the link on my bio. You can be able to have access to be able to ask those questions. Please, that question must be direct and must be confidential. If not, drop them in the comment section and I will attend to all of them. All right, so I hope you got one or two. I want to see you in the Networking Challenge Promax. I want to see you in the Networking Edge Conference starting today. And I also cannot wait to welcome you as the Confidence Global Champion. Thank you so much for following me live. Thank you so much for joining through. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.